All right, thank you, Rod. Now, this new terror threat alert may be centered on New York City and Washington, but it has local and state agencies here in Detroit on high alert. Local 4 Defender Kevin Dietz joins us live from downtown Detroit now with the latest. How are we preparing, Kevin?
We are prepared, and we're doing a great job. Sources with Homeland Security tell me that threats come in all the time, and they tell me that plots are disrupted that we never even hear about. Tonight, you're going to hear from 3 people who can go on the record about our security here in Metro Detroit, and what they say may surprise you. A warning tonight from top Homeland Security officials.
We have a one anything. The threat is still there, and we have to remain vigilant and make sure we stop these attempts.
Andy Arena, head of Detroit's FBI. Priority number 1, protecting the homeland from an attack.
I get up every morning, how am I going to protect the people of this country, the people in the state of Michigan?
Candace Miller, Congresswoman and chairperson of the Homeland Security Subcommittee on Border and Maritime Security.
A lot of the northern border is very porous. Unfortunately, the GAO recently issued a report that showed that operational control of the northern border is only about 5%, which is not very good.
Hanson Clark, Congressman and Homeland Security Committee member, confirms Metro Detroit is still a major potential target.
We're at the busiest international border crossing, one of them in all of North America, and we have a huge population center on top of having a large international airport hub and a large regional water system that could easily be contaminated, so we're at risk.
All 3 admit there are vulnerabilities and much work still needs to be done, but they will tell you we've come a long way towards becoming a safer country.
The bad guys only have to get the ball across the goal line once, and we've got to stop them every time.
Miller says our borders are porous, but cameras are helping. She believes unmanned aerial vehicles or predator drones, which have been extremely successful in war zones, need to be doing battle right here against terrorism on the northern border.
They're relatively inexpensive, and they have an application for Homeland Security, sort of the eye in the sky when you're looking at long, long stretches of border that right now is very porous.
Communication between agencies before and after identifying a plot has been terrible. Hanson Clark is working to make it better.
Because we've had incidents on the river where the local police couldn't communicate to the Coast Guard because they had different radio frequencies and could not alert, Canada.
Andy Arena sees all the classified information for this region. He says what keeps him up at night is the internet.
We have these people that become radicalized here in this country. And what they're focusing on, Kevin, they're focusing on white kids, African-American kids, Hispanic kids, young kids of Arab descent who are trying to reconnect with their faith. So that's what they're really focusing on.
All 3 tell me, make no mistake about it, we are much, much safer than we were 10 years ago. But the job is far from finished. Reporting live in Detroit, Kevin Dietz, Defenders.